Hello and welcome to Coca channel. My name is Loma and let's start with lemon sucker. It is a deep yellow shade in a linear holographic formula, fully opaque in 2 coats. I know many people don't even consider buying the shade, but I love it. Love the tone of it as well as the formula, and combined with Holo Taco new brushes, this polish is just a pure perfection that I wish to wear non-stop. So if you like yellow nail polishes, I think you should enjoy lemon sucker as well, since it is in fact yellow. Or you may not like it at all like most people, but consider this. Yellow is the color of pee, and I like the feeling after peeing, so maybe you'll like lemon sucker after applying it. Not milky white, it's pure white creme fully opaque in 3 thin coats. It is a good white, but I did found a cheaper one from Essence Cosmetics, so I will not be repurchasing it from Holo Taco. But if you really want to try one out, I think you'll like the formula. For me, it's a pass simply for the price point and not the formula. 1 coat black is an ultra dark black creme fully opaque in 1 coat. Now this is by far the blackest black I ever own, and I do like that it has a little thicker consistency since it does cover the nail very smoothly, truly in 1 coat. I also have a Moncat's 1 coat black as well that they call Emo for Life. I never had an emo phase, but the polish covers the nail in 1 coat as well. However, it is thinner and in my opinion not as black, so I do prefer Holo Taco black for sure. Party of 1 purple is a bright creme purple, fully opaque in 3 thin coats. I feel like this was the purple back in the day before a certain blurple appeared called resting witch face. I see the statistics of Holo Taco sales, so poop is still more popular than RWF, but honestly I would go for the latter since it is brighter, and poop just looks a little dull in comparison. Wow, I never thought I'd say the sentence out loud, yet here we are. Double Dare is a black to red multichrome with scattered holographic microflakes and red reflective glitters fully opaque in 3 coats. From all of the Holo Taco polishes I've tried, this one has the most problematic formula, and it's not even that problematic honestly. The formula is very workable when you layer the polish in 3 coats. I decluttered this polish simply because the shift of it wasn't as shifty in my overcast country, and I couldn't see all the beauty of the polish in the darkness that I live in. The polish is discontinued right now since it was a limited edition, but I am sure you will be able to find it in someone else's declutter sometime, as it goes with all nail polish. Favorite Sister is a metallic polish with foil flakes and scattered holographic pigment in a bright red base fully opaque in 3 coats. To this day, I believe that this is one of the best nail polishes Holo Taco has ever done, and it is a must-have in my opinion. Favorite Sister is way prettier in real life, and for some reason cameras can't catch its full beauty. If you like Christmas gifts and joy, chances are you're going to like this polish as well. If you like sadness and suffering, I think you'll like this polish too, because it will blind you with its shine, and that sounds like sadness and suffering all in one, which in your case is very nice. Resting Witch Face is a vivid cool tone blurple creme fully opaque in 3 coats. Now this was my favorite Holo Taco purple for a while, but not anymore. It is now in 2nd place and I still love wearing it, I just don't reach for it as much anymore. And in my opinion, RWF dethrones Party of 1 purple easily, as I mentioned before, but you know, you listen to your own guts and buy whichever you prefer, lighter or darker, since both have great formulas. You know what else has a great formula? Our today's sponsor. Just kidding, I am too small to have sponsors, but you can sponsor me on Patreon and you may hear your name out of my lips sometime soon. The link is in the description and on the pinned comment. Oh My Gourd is a bright orange creme polish fully opaque in 2 coats. Long story short, I'm not a fan of oranges in general, so I decluttered it. But yes, if you need an orange for nail art or you like oranges unlike me, you might like this shade. Or better yet, skip this one altogether and buy Mooncat's Flight of the Monarchs, since that orange is oranging like no other orange. If you want to buy everything from Holo Taco though, then buy Sunshine Crush, since that one resembles Flight of the Monarchs the best in my opinion, but it is without that purple undertone. Green Taffy is a vibrant true green, linear holographic, fully opaque in 2 coats. This polish will stain your nails like no other, so be wary. I honestly am a fan of Mooncat linear holographics more, so for the most part I would suggest skipping Holo Taco linear holographic polishes altogether. Mooncat's holographics are more linear and more intense on the sunlight or the flash, when Holo Taco's linears are usually not as packed with holo. I've seen some newer holos from Holo Taco being more holo, like their 50 Shades of Grayish for example, but when it comes to older releases, the holo is definitely not as potent as Mooncat's. Magenta Jelly is a vibrant deep magenta linear holographic, fully opaque in 2 coats. Love the shade of this color, so I kept it for the longest time until a similar shade from Mooncat was released, Freshly Bitten. That one doesn't really have the holo, but it does have a beautiful shimmer that stole my heart and completely replaced already decluttered Magenta Jelly. Honestly, if you want more holo, go with the latter, but if you are more of a shimmer girly, then go for Freshly Bitten. Purple Slushie is a vibrant true royal purple linear holographic, fully opaque in 2 coats. So I decluttered this one very soon after getting it. The tone of this purple is not my taste and I hated wearing it. If you like these types of purples, go get it, because the formula is beautiful, but again, not as holo as Mooncat's. Fairy Tale is a top magnetic polish, dark brown base and a light bronze magnetic stripe with holographic micro flakes, fully opaque in 2 coats. This one is discontinued and please don't buy it if you see it in someone's declutter. Frankly, not as pretty in real life and not worth it to have in your collection in my opinion. Love Spell is a red magenta magnetic polish, dark cranberry base and bright magenta magnetic stripe with holographic micro flakes, fully opaque in 2 coats. This one is a must-have. It magnetizes very easily and looks gorgeous both in sunlight and when overcast. You can use Holo Taco magnetics or any magnetics for that matter over 1 coat black if you want the magnetics to appear darker and have a stronger magnetic line, or use them on their own in a few coats. The world is your ostrich or something. Wicked Potion is a deep emerald with a dash of scattered holo, fully opaque in 2 coats. Also very well magnetized and looking gorgeous on the nails when you want something green on them. If you don't like green, I have no idea what you're doing here, but I want you to know that there is no war in Basing Say, and also green is the best color in the world and you actually love it. Queen's Curse is a purple magnetic polish, dark violet base and a purple magnetic stripe with holographic micro flakes, fully opaque in 2 coats. Another purple I decluttered just because I am a purple racist apparently, but no, yeah, not my cup of tea. Grab it if you enjoy magnetics and purples. Or if you hate purples, I would recommend Love Spell and Wicked Potion instead. Twice in a Blue Moon is an aqua blue magnetic polish that shines bright with scattered holographic flakes, fully opaque in 2 coats. This color looked beautiful in real life, but I had to declutter it because it doesn't magnetize all that well. And unmagnetized, it still looks beautiful, but I really wanted it to work more as a magnetic polish. Comparing overall magnetics, Mooncat has more potent ones, and I am yet to see a Mooncat magnetics that is hard to magnetize. I hope I will not see that, because both Holo Taco and Mooncat are pretty expensive and they do have higher standards when it comes to the formula and the shades purely because of that steep price point, since I am just a person made out of flesh and bones and not money or gold, you know? Next up we have Espresso Your Holo, and it is in a crushed holographic formula in a dark brown espresso shade, fully opaque in 2 coats. Just gonna say this once, crushed holo formula is very nice, super buttery, and I love it. It looks very hollow and its removal is very easy as well. But even though the Barista collection was was one of the most popular collections from Holo Taco in general, for me it didn't stick because of the color palette and not the formula. Since I have decluttered all of my barista shades and I personally wouldn't recommend them unless, again, you like the colors. Then we have Need I Say Mocha, and it also is in a crushed holographic formula in a deep mocha brown shade, fully opaque in 2 coats. The same collection, the same problem. We also have Holo Cappuccino that is in a crushed holographic formula as well in a medium brown shade, fully opaque in 2 coats. Blushed Ice is in a crushed holographic formula in a light blush peach shade, fully opaque in 2 coats. And Haute Couture is in a crushed holographic formula as well in a cool ivory shade, fully opaque in 2 coats. We also have a Hot Take. It is a bright orange leaning red polish with a creme formula, fully opaque in 2 coats. Love this shade, especially in summer. I say if you like warm toned reds, you're going to love this since the formula is buttery and smooth like Siri's little forehead, because I pet her maybe a little too much. If you like this video, don't forget to support me on Patreon to become a sponsor of every video I make. Rainbow Snow is a bunch of silver holographic glitters in a clear base, fully opaque in 3 coats. I took this shade as my birthday gift and I love it so much. It is definitely one of my must-haves from Holo Taco. I just love the glitter variety in this formula, and in my opinion, Holo Taco makes better glitters than Mooncat. I just wish we had even more selection when it comes to glitter by Holo Taco. I know they just said they won't re-release Christmas glitter, and it makes me so sad, honestly. Menchie Cat Eye is a sage green polish with a pale white gold magnetic stripe, scattered holographic micro glitters, and green iridescent shimmer, fully opaque in 2 coats. Man, I love Menchie Cat Eye since she completely transforms under a magnet, and I think that is just beautiful and very eye-catching. Highly recommend this for any green lover. Life in Plastic is a bright pink jelly polish with scattered holographic sparkle, decently opaqued in 3 coats. Now, it looks best on a white base in my opinion, since I personally love that it becomes that much more bright, but I do understand and appreciate the jelly formula as well, and I do love layering Life in Plastic with other jellies that I own too, making jelly sandwiches and whatnot. Also, is it just me or Holo Taco is more of a trendsetter in the nail polish realm, and everyone also released many jelly polishes through last year? And I'm not even mad since I do love the formula. Never Tie Down is a turquoise jelly polish with iridescent flakes, holographic glitter, and crushed holo, fully opaque in 2 coats. Now that one is a must-have in my opinion because it has this amazing mixed formula worth of anyone's attention. However, this shade stains the nails pretty blue, so make sure to use some extra protection before wearing it. Don't be lazy like me and with very stained nails. Or B, so we could fight in a match over who has the most stained nails. If I wouldn't win, I would definitely cry. Beach Please is a sand-like jelly holographic glitter polish with gold reflective glitters, fully opaque in 3 coats. Now this shade is what I would call pruggly, and my opinion changes every day about it. Some days I wake up and I love it, other days I wake up and I think, why do I even have this shade? Am I crazy? Then I remember, not only am I crazy, but in fact I am certified crazy, all approved by doctors, so therefore I am allowed to have polishes that look crazy too. Solo Mission is in a dusty rose jelly formula with pink orange iridescent flakes and scattered holo, fully opaque in 2 coats. Maybe a tad too mauvey for my liking now that I swatched it on myself, yet not mauvey enough to declutter. I'd say just a perfect in-between shade that I can wear on the days I want something more nude or in the autumn. This looks like a very pumpkin spice latte appropriate shade. Electric Sweetener is a purple magenta shade with blue iridescent micro shimmer underglow. I believe these are the same shimmers used in their shimmer toppers, where at least to me they seem to have the same size, just the colors vary. Fully opaque in 2 coats. Honestly, I'm not a fan. I am a human. But yeah, not a fan of purples that much usually, usually unless they hit a certain blurpleness, and this one actually does it, so I very much like the shade. I feel like this is what I imagined the Bermuda Triangle from Mocha should have been. That super cool, not a watered down purple with a cool blue shimmer worn by a cool lady like me. I am cool because I have sunglasses. Next up, we have Pop Rocker. It's a bubblegum pink shade with indigo blue iridescent micro shimmer underglow, fully opaque in 2 coats. The formula of this one was a bit gloopier for my liking, but nevertheless still very workable. Well, the thing is, I am just a bit bored with pinks with blue shimmer after Mooncat's Mere Kitten, but this is a different polish in a sense that it is a toned down version of it, and also has crushed holo in it. So if you want something less eye-burning, I think you might actually enjoy Pop Rocker a lot. Personally, for me, it didn't wow me, but I do see wearing it in the future for sure. We also have Jam Session. It is a red coral shade with pink iridescent micro shimmer underglow, fully opaque in 2 coats. According to me, this shade leans towards rather muted strawberry red, but alas, I am only a green color expert and not red color expert, not yet anyways. These days I am into pandemonium type of reds, and this one lacks acid burning my eyes and melting my brain's quality to it, but that's just me. All in all, I think if you enjoy reds, you're gonna love this one since both the formula and color are just beautiful. Like you, my friend. Now subscribe, no free flattery in this channel. Sunshine Crush is a warm golden yellow shade with orange-pink iridescent micro shimmer underglow. I do love myself some beautiful yellow-orange gold that looks so delicious, even my husband said he wants to eat this shade. And frankly, I do too. Just something about this yellow-orange gold that fills my soul with joy. Immediate smash and must-have. Sour Note is a green shade with pink-yellow iridescent micro shimmer underglow, fully opaque in 2 coats. I like the tone of it, the greeniness, but the yellow to pink shimmer in it, I don't think it fits. If the shimmer was even smaller, I think I would love the shade more. Also, I wish that same shimmer would be seen in lowlights as well, because when looking at it in the shadow, the polish itself seems a little crowded in my opinion. I mean, it can't beat Mooncat's Plankton, not even close, I'm sorry, but it's not Holo Taco's fault, it's just Plankton being too good and winning all the medals my heart has. Blue Rizzler is a blue-violet shade with pink iridescent micro shimmer underglow, fully opaque in 2 coats. I never had this type of blue before. I love the tone and I actually fell in love with the shimmer while wearing this shade. I mostly like it while worn in a Skittle Mani or Gradient. On its own, not so much. Love the shade of blue and I wish it would be even brighter and eye-burning as always. Sugar Rush is an off-white shade with yellow-orange iridescent micro shimmer underglow, fully opaque in 2 coats. This one was my least favorite shade from Holo Taco Rock Candy collection since I cannot see any significant shift of colors while overcast. However, I think I might save up this shade for Christmas since it does look like snow. There were really some hits and misses overall in this Rock Candy collection, as it goes with almost any collection from any nail polish brand. I'd say my favorites were purple and orange, and I would definitely recommend to get those. Now, moving to the toppers I have from Holo Taco. Aurora Unicorn Skin is a translucent base filled with predominantly purple blue and shift to pink flakies. Definitely a must-have in my collection, and I am ending my bottle soon and I will need a replacement because naturally I use this topper all the time. It may not fit the best on some very warm toned colors like orange for example, but on cooler toned ones it is simply a chef's kiss. Scattered Holo Taco is a translucent base filled with scattered silver holographic glitter. A great addition to the collection for those of you who like a very subtle holo added to the manicure for nail art. I personally don't think it's necessarily a must-have since most of a bit more interesting polishes already have some scattered holo in them anyways, so this one depends on you, but I personally don't reach for it and I would like like to declutter it, but I probably will use it up to sparkle my paintings of Siri. Flaky Holo Taco is a translucent base filled with silver holographic flakies. At first I remembered I loved this topper, but ever since Holo Taco invented that crushed holo formula and started adding to the polishes, this one gathers dust in my drawer. A classic, but not a must-have. Also, we'll use it up on my DIYs and whatnot. If you want to see it first, you can go and subscribe to my Coca-Fina 2 channel, where I will upload just random content. Twilight Shimmer is a color-shifting topper packed with fine iridescent shimmer in a clear base. Shimmer is predominantly purple and shifts to blue. Man, when I tell you I hate the size of the shimmer, would you believe me? That was such a letdown for me, and I decluttered it almost immediately after swatching. I know there are a lot of people who like these types of shimmers, so it's still a maybe and not a nope. Not my cup of tea though, that's for sure. Glow in the Dark Taco has its description in the name already, but it is worth mentioning that it has a green glow. Honestly, it just looks best applied over a white base, then glow in the dark is the strongest. I personally think it's a must-have any time of the year, and I hope Christine will release the glow in the dark but in more colors sometime soon. I heard other pigments have weird smells, but you guys, I don't know if y'all noticed, but nail polish has a stank to it anyways, so I wouldn't mind. Have no idea why the topper is seasonal and available only in autumn if every season is Halloween season, but okay. Solar Unicorn Skin is a color-shifting topper packed with translucent flakies in a clear base. Flakies are predominantly red-orange and shift to yellow-green. Don't get me wrong, this topper is very beautiful, especially on darker colors and in the shade, but I simply don't reach for it for some reason. I see how others might love it though, so it's in a maybe category, even though I plan on using it also not on my nails but for projects. I sound like I am good at projects, I assure you. I am not, but at least I try. Gold Flaky Taco is a translucent base filled with gold flakies. I'm a gold girly through and through, but this topper wasn't my favorite either. I just don't understand how to match it and with what colors. Every time I applied it, it seemed like those gold flakies were just not in their place. So this one was kindly decluttered by me, but no formula issues, and if you like the appearance, you definitely should get it. Reflective Taco is a translucent base filled with silver reflective glitter. Now this one is a fun one. I love that it is so secretly sparkly, and I keep shoving this topper up the people's faces every time I have the opportunity while my phone flashes on. If my family disowns me, you'll know I've shown way too many reflective taco manicures to them. Disco Dust Taco is a translucent base filled with multicolored reflective glitters. Another great way to spruce up your manicure when you want something crazy good glow under flashlight. It was released at Christmas time, but I think it's appropriate all year round for sure. And that's it for all the toppers. I'm not much of a topper girl myself, but if you like any of them, just know that the formulas are amazing. Now to some basics. Matte Taco, just your classic top coat that makes your manicure matte. Very good for side projects or when painting the nails with watercolor. Yes, you heard me right, that is very possible to do. But other than that, I don't really use it, so it's up to you if you want it. The formula is great, so I do recommend this one. Glossy Taco, your classic glass-like top coat to make your nails extra shiny. Love this top. I just think for a clear coat it could be a bit cheaper, like maximum €5. I don't get why brands make a clear coat the same price as creme nail polish, honestly. Oh, and make it extra size, because who doesn't like it extra? Long-lasting base, very good base to prevent the nails from stainage. Of course, some shades may stain through it, but for the most part you are safe with this one. Not as long-lasting as Mooncat's hardcore base coat though. Glass nail file is a great file. I just wish we had some different, maybe a bit more goth-like or really girly-like designs. Just the blue or purple tip doesn't cut it for me. Nail art sponges. Don't even try them, they are too stiff and too expensive. Nail oil pen is an amazing 10 out of 10 product. Highly recommend, very comfortable to use, and you can refill the packaging. No need to buy and throw away the entire thing. Just don't forget to wash the brush from time to time, as you should do with glass nail file as well. I am not pushing, just do it sometimes, okay? About as often as you wash your makeup brushes. Maybe like 12 times more often. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, please subscribe. Have a nice day. Bye!